Well, here we go again. Manny, Sid, Diego, and their new friends are about to get in a real big predicament in the third installment of Ice Age. Let's talk about Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I'm going to review the 2009 computer animated adventure comedy flick Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, released by Fox and produced by Blue Sky Studios. This, of course, is the third installment of the Ice Age franchise, directed by Carlos Saldana, who directed the last film. We brought back the voices of Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, and Denis Leary and Chris Wedge, plus Seann William Scott, Josh Peck, and Queen Latifah from the last film. And this time they're joined by Simon Pegg in the role of a weasel named Buck. Buck Wild, that is. This time around, Sid the Sloth has been taken by a female Tyrannosaurus after stealing her eggs, leading the rest of the herd to rescue him in a lost tropical world. Well, kind of a tropical lost world, inhabited by dinosaurs beneath the ice. Now, if you haven't seen my reviews for the first two Ice Age movies, click on that card. It'll take you to the playlist, and that way you can catch what you might have missed or see them again if you'd like. Yeah. Anyway, I will say that this film is definitely pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, here's the story. 1 year after the events of the last one, Manny and Ellie are married and expecting their first child. Manny is determined to make life perfect and safe for both Ellie and the baby, as he doesn't want them to suffer the same fate as his previous family. At the same time, Diego debates whether he should leave the herd because he thinks that he's losing his edge as a hunter and isn't meant for the family life. Sid begins to wish for a family of his own and adopts 3 apparently abandoned eggs that he finds in an icy cave. Manny tells him to put them back, but Sid ignores him and looks after the eggs, which hatch into baby T-Rexes the next morning. Yeah, although Sid tries to do his best to raise the 3 dinosaurs, their rambunctious behavior scares away all the younger animals and ruins the playground Manny built for his child, angering him. Not long after, a female T-Rex who's laid the eggs at Sid's soul returns. When Sid refuses to return the babies, she carries both Sid and her young underground with Diego in pursuit. Manny, Ellie, Crash, and Eddie follow as well and discover that the icy cave leads to a vast subterranean jungle populated by dinosaurs thought to be extinct. Here an angry Ankylosaurus threatens the herd despite Diego's efforts to fend it off. Then they are saved from a further crowd of angry reptiles by a deranged, quick-witted, one-eyed weasel named Buck. Buck reveals that he has been living in this jungle for quite some time and is fighting Rudy, a huge, fearsome, ill-tempered, and hostile albino Baronix feared by the inhabitants of the jungle, intending to avenge the eye he lost to it years prior during an ill-fated encounter. He agrees to lead the herd through the jungle's perils to Lava Falls, where the mother T-Rex has taken Sid and her babies. In the meantime, Sid and the mother T-Rex try to outdo each other in feeding the offspring. Sid loses this contest but is welcomed into the family regardless. The next day, however, Sid is separated from the T-Rexes and attacked by Rudy. Sid is knocked onto a loose rock slab that is flowing on a river of lava and about to plummet over the falls. As the herd moves toward Lava Falls, Ellie suddenly goes into labor and a Guanlong pack attacks, causing a rock slide that separates her from Manny and Diego. While Manny makes his way up to her, Diego assists in the delivery and fends off further attacks. Meanwhile, Buck takes Crash and Eddie to rescue Sid. Just as he goes over the falls, the trio swoops in on a commandeered, sorry if I mispronounce this, Harpagotognathus. Wherever that is, that's, yeah, almost looks like a It almost looks like a pterodactyl, but it not really. But I think it's related to it or something like that. They nearly save Sid's life. May reaches Ellie just in time to hear the cry of a newborn baby girl, and they agree to name the baby Peaches. Sid is saddened at the fact that he never had a chance to say goodbye to the T-Rex children as he returns to the herd and learns of Peach's birth. Now for the ending. You know, procedure 5 seconds to stop. Go to the description box. If you've seen the movie, good. Here we go. And I do mean continue on. Okay, you've been warned. Before they can leave the jungle, they are ambushed by Rudy, who begins to attack them at full force. Working together, Manny, Sid, Diego, and Buck manage to trap Rudy by ensnaring him in vines. However, he quickly breaks free and resumes his onslaught. Excuse me. The herd is saved by the timely arrival of the mother T-Rex, who charges at Rudy and knocks him off a cliff, where he falls to his apparent demise. As she and her children wish Sid well, Buck, now without a purpose in life since Rudy is gone, decides to join the herd and live on the surface. However, a distant roar tells him that Rudy is still alive. Because of this, he changes his mind and sends the herd home, blocking off the path to the underground jungle by severing the vines supporting a skeleton bridge that causes a cave-in at the same time. May and Ellie welcome Peaches into their frozen world. And May admits to Sid that he did a good job looking after the Dino children. Diego decides to remain with the herd while Buck stays underground, happily battling with Rudy. Well, that is the end, but we got something else to mention. That is the end of the story, but here in a subplot, while looking for his beloved acorn, Scrat encounters a female flying saber-toothed squirrel named Scratay, whom he falls in love with. Scrat battles with her over his acorn when he finds she has it. The battle continues until they go through the ground and enter the dinosaur world, where they continue their fight. Scrat and Scratay, who have fallen in love with one another after Scrat saved her from falling into the lava, decide to live in the jungle together. Unfortunately, Scrat's greed for his precious acorn overcomes his newfound romance with Scrat, and he ultimately chooses the acorn over her, along with getting tired of her bossy ways. The two battle once more for the acorn, which results in Scrat being accidentally launched back to the surface while Scrat falls back in the dinosaur world, making it her new home. Scrat taunts her about the acorn, but once again loses it after a large piece of ice knocks it out of his hands, causing Scrat to viciously scream in frustration. During the film's end credits, a brief epilogue shows that the mother T-Rex and the three babies visit Sid at the herd's home on some occasions, and Scratay is visiting Scrat. Now, that is the end of the story. So what did I think of Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs? Well, I must say I loved it. Believe me, this was a little bit... I kind of like this a little more than The Meltdown. Don't get me wrong. This did even better than that one. The film went on to make $886 million worldwide, make it the third highest grossing film of 2009, as a matter of fact. Right behind Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince and Avatar, which was also released by Fox. Anyway, it would also become Blue Sky's highest grossing film and the highest grossing film in the Ice Age franchise to date. After this, there will be two more sequels, which I'll begin to next time, the next to last one. But anyway, of course we have, let's see, John Powell doing the score. And I will say it's still pretty good and what have you. Later on, let's see. soon there'll be a little something called Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, the 4D experience, a 14-minute 4D film showing at various 4D theaters over the world. It retells the condensed story of the film with the help of 3D projection and sensory effects and what have you. Yeah, it was shown at zoos, the San Diego Zoo's 4D theater and other theaters. Anyway, nevertheless, the film proved to be pretty successful, though. Well, despite coming in second, losing to Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen when it opened up. Anyway, it still did pretty well and what have you. But reviews were a little down and were mixed again. It's low on the tomato meter, with them saying that the film boasts some excellent animation. In particular, the dinosaurs are wonderfully realized, but its story is tired and monotonous. Well, I can't really complain about that. The story wasn't too bad. I liked it. But anyway, yeah. It still did pretty well. It actually did get a get released in various formats, including a special 3D version, which kind of had a special Ice Age theme like bit of the 20th Century Fox logo, which I've only seen that on the net one time, but that's that. And I think this was one of the last films to use Blue Sky's actual logo before they changed it to using Scrat, looking for the acorn, I believe, and then just hang on to the little tip up top of the B, and then he falls out screaming. Anyway, now our cast is the same as before, with Ray Romano back as Manny, John Leguizamo as Sid, and Denis Leary as Diego. They were all good. Queen Latifah as Ellie again, really good. Seann William Scott and Josh Peck are back as Crash and Eddie. Yeah, they're all good too. Chris Wedge is back as Scrat. Boy. Yeah. But of course, we had Simon Pegg as the new member of the herd, Buck Wild. Of course, he recently had his own movie. I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of that soon, as I'm done with the theatrical films. But anyway, Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, I loved it. It was really fun, and it had so much craziness. I don't know what to tell you. I just had a blast watching this. So in the end, would I recommend the film? I would say yes. Definitely. Give it a try. You might like it. If you didn't quite care for the last one, maybe you'll like this one, but I don't know. But if you're an Ice Age fan, if you're a completionist, a one-time watch of this would be worth it. And if you enjoy it, then keep on watching it. I know I would. So what are your thoughts on Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Ice Age Continental Drift, the next to last theatrical feature of Ice Age. Thanks for watching. If you like this, consider checking out my reviews for some of these other animated features with animals and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, or if you want something else, just go to the upper left-hand corner and see my review of Kung Fu Panda, or you can go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of the new Disney Pixar flick, Turning Red. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.